Marcus Aurelius lived in a different era. He doesn't info dump because it's not a novel, it was his journal notes. He wasn't writing it for a specific audience, apart from himself. So he's not making any effort to explain certain things that he's talking about. It's not like a modern self-help book. This is the inner thoughts of one person. It's the stuff that memes are made of. It's the stuff of wise sayings. And there's 12 books in which he lays out his thoughts, things that he was mulling in his mind. And often they are things that we can take in our modern world. They ring true today just as much as they did in the past. For instance, do not be ashamed of help. It is your task to achieve your assigned duty, like a soldier in a scaling party. And this is the lack of info dumping here. A scaling party, there were walls and there were ladders that would go up and people would try and scale. And in fact, for the ancient Romans, they were given a crown for getting first up to the top of an enemy's wall. You're here to do your assigned duty, like a soldier in a scaling party. What then if you are lame and cannot climb the parapet by yourself, but this is made possible by another's help? These kind of statements are wide, they're varied, they're disconnected. The flow of the language is often broken up because you're dealing with one subject, he'll stop and then he'll just have another. And I can imagine days have gone by, perhaps some evenings he was sat down writing one or two. Some are long, some are short. And I think it's why a lot of people would be turned off by it. Because the very next one he talks about is, do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it, if that is what you must, possessed of the same reason that you apply now to the present. Disconnected things. The challenge for the reader is to make sense in his or her life today. So let's talk about that first one, about help. I think it's become a truism that a lot of people, because of ego and vanity, will not accept help. And it's a problem. I could have done with some help in the past and I've steadfastly refused. No, I can do it, as though to have accepted another person's help would have belittled myself. Of course it wouldn't, and it was idiotic to even think so. But that is what we're dealing with. So for a man who had reached the highest pinnacle of political power and influence, to say the same, or to say something about accepting help, you could take a lot of pleasure and comfort from that. Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you. What you take from it is what you and yourself put into it in terms of effort and thought. Imagine you were now dead or had not lived before this moment. Now view the rest of your life as a bonus and live it as nature directs. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense.